What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Edward the Collector, and today we're taking a look at Transformers Studio Series 86 Commander Class Optimus Prime. And as you can see, we're starting off in the vehicle mode, which is a very clean semi-truck, flat nose semi-truck. I don't remember the actual brand of it, but it's not really branded because of licensing and such. But there have been theories about like which brand people have made up brands for it. So, but anyway, this is a flat nose red blue truck. It's just, classic Optimus Prime. So I'm gonna take the trailer off because it is kind of just taking up space usually. So we'll take a look at the trailer in a second separately. But first, let's take a look closer at the truck itself, the cab, and it's very nice. It's solid. It stays together nicely, which I would hope so. It rolls perfectly. Like, look at that. All the wheels roll, both sides. And yeah, it's really solid because it's a Studio Series 86 figure, and usually the Studio Series figures are more clean in both modes than on, say, like a Siege figure, because for other lines, like, I guess more mainline, which I guess this is mainline, but for Siege and Legacy, they usually have peg holes all over them, like back here, like on the sides or something, for weapons. But for Studio Series, they go for a more smooth, cartoony approach, which is pretty cool to me. I kind of like that. So, as you can see, the windows aren't see-through. There's like silver paint inside and a glass, or like a see-through plastic on the outside, so it makes it look blue, which looks very nice. You see the Autobot symbol right there. Not on that side, but this is accurate. And again, very solid, just back, like a bed of the truck. Usually, Prime figures, they're kind of like, there's a lot going on back here because it's like the back of the legs, the top of the legs, or whatever. It just looks kind of weird, but no. Very solid. You can see the trailer hitch molding as well. And then there's gas tanks on the side, which are painted silver. Very nice bottom. No really robot pieces except, I guess, the back of the thighs. But yeah, it looks amazing. Like, I love it. It's a really good truck mode. So I'll set them off to the side and we'll just get the trailer out of the way real quick. So as you can see, it has I don't know, stands. Yeah, I guess stands is what that would be. So there's the two stands right there. And then also on the side, there's these ones, which you can fold out like this. And then fold out right there. And then fold out right there as well. And then there's more heavy-duty stands that come out the sides. So I like using the smaller ones, though, because it takes up less space. But it's really cool that they added both of them. And then, if I can get that down. And then, of course, per any trailer, the back can open like this. And as you can see, there's stuff inside. So what you want to do is you take the back of the trailer down like this and then fold these out. And as you can see, just came up. As you can see, I put all kinds of stuff back there because it actually comes with a lot. So these two pieces, or actually these two blast effects, come separate like this, but I keep them together because why would I keep them apart if they're just, in here? But these are for the truck, actually. So you can see there's little tab holes right there and tabs on the blast effects. And you just plug them under the truck like this. And then it's the scene from the movie. And that's really cool. I really like that they added that. They didn't have to, but I guess they kind of had to because it makes sense, because Studio Series is based off the movies. But it's really cool that they added this. Like, that's just something cool. Also, bump up the price. It's a Commander Class figure. Anyway, to get the trailer back into frame, it comes with two of these, obviously. And then he comes with the stand He comes with these blast effects as well, which are for the gun, which he also comes with, which I would hope so. And again, it just plugs on nicely to there. That looks cool. The gun, very nice looking. This is very short, but I don't really know why. I was going to give it like a reason, but I actually have no idea why. Like in the robot mode, you'll see where it goes, but it still doesn't really make sense. And then he also comes with the axe, which is very cool. Always love an axe accessory for him. And then you saw Roller roll out of the trailer because it fell down, but very simple, not bad. All wheels roll, which I would hope so. So, no minifigures though. I'm happy about that, but also kind of surprising because it is a Commander class figure, and it is basically just a small version of the MP... I actually forget. Oh, MP44, yeah. It's basically a downscaled version of that, so... Surprised there's no minifigures, but I'm okay with that. And then, of course, there is the little robot, which just comes out like this. This thing folds around, and it has a little hand, a little bit of posability there. And, of course, it can go all the way up. Or it can go all the way up, because it's like a little repair bay. So, there is that. And I guess we could keep it like that, and I'll get to robot mode now, and we could show it off in that mode. So I think I'm just going to put off to the side. Now, since the trailer's basically transformed, I guess, we can get him into robot mode as well, which is kind of complicated, but also not, because it is basically just it's an Optimus Prime transformation. So to get into that, you want to take the side panels like this, and then fold them around, pull them down, and then fold that up, fold that down into the wheels. Bring up the red piece and just split this part, the whole front part. And then fold in the wheels. And then fold up that piece like this. You flip it up, fold it around, so the red is on the inside and the blue is on the outside. I really like this transformation, by the way. This is really cool. I love how the wheels go in, and then this part folds down. Like, that's just really cool. And then bring that whole assembly up like that. Then you want to split the legs and bring up the butt piece and fold down those white pieces. We'll get to the top half in a second. And then fold around these blue panel pieces so it covers up the wheels. Let's do that again. They basically untab from the inside right there, and then fold around to cover the wheels, and that becomes the front of the leg. And then bring down that piece like that. These pieces, they're like that. Bring it down. Pull up the heel and the toe on both sides, and then you can untab them to make it look more natural. And also push in these pieces right here, which is like a little tab that folds in, and then there's a tab hole on this side that folds in. Very cool. Love that. And then what you're going to want to do next is take the arms and then untab them, and then bring them down and fold them around like that. They actually fold up like backwards, so it's like they fold up like that, then you bring them down, and then they spin like all the way around. Because like usually it would kind of just be like that, but they actually went further. It's interesting. It's really cool, actually. I like it a lot. Then you bring around the arms, and then you want to fold the waist around, or wait, hold on. Bring around these pieces like that. It's like the little side stomach pieces. Like that. And then bring down that fake grill piece, because the real one's over here. And then bring up the head carefully, while also like pushing that down. Like, this is an annoying part, but it has to like be at this angle. You see, like that. And fold it around. And then angle the ears. And then you bring up these side pieces right there. and then you fold around the whole assembly, and then fold around the waist again. It's like it's a double rotation for the transformation. It's crazy, honestly. And then this part folds down, the girl part folds down, and then the upper girl folds back, and then it goes up, and then it folds back. Like, that's so much. But then you fold in the back piece like that, and then fold that down, and then that plugs into the back of the neck piece, and then finally you just bring out the hands like so. And after all that excessive transformation, I like it a lot, but it is kind of just, it's also a lot because they had to bump up the price somehow, so they kind of just did a ton, when in reality you don't really have to do all that for an Optimus figure. You kind of just have to, you know, fold up the legs, fold around the waist, I guess. But it's an enjoyable transformation. I'm not going to deny it that. I'm not going to say it's bad or anything. It is just kind of a bit much, in my opinion. So, here we have Optimus in his robot mode, which looks fantastic. That's too far out. It looks great. I love it a lot. It's, honestly, I think, the perfect Optimus Prime figure. Like, perfect transforming Optimus Prime figure is what I should say, because there's a lot of people that don't like transforming figures because there's always, whoa, there's always some form of kibble, and honestly, this backpack does not bother me, and I don't really think it should bother anyone that much, because it doesn't affect him in any way, because it's not so big, and it doesn't make him fall over or anything. It's kind of just, it's just there. It's just some extra parts from the vehicle mode, and it's not that bad. Like, I've seen worse. Like, I think the Siege figure, which I love, the Siege Optimus figure, has a worse backpack, but it's still a good figure. But this does it so much better, I think. It does kind of, you know, it folds up a lot, so it's kind of chunky, but whereas the Siege figure is just flat, but I think this works way better because it's kind of accurate. It might be a little bit too wide to be fully accurate, because I think it's more like that in the show, but other than that, it's fine. So, it looks great. Like, just, it looks solid. The detailing is very nice. It's subtle, but also there, like, in the thighs, and, like, on the waist and the legs, just everywhere. It looks great. Like, it's amazing. So, for articulation, he has a ball joint at the neck, so he can full 360. He has some, like, hinges or swivels, I guess, at the ears for transformation, I guess, to make it more, I don't know, emotional. I don't really know, but it looks good. Head sculpt is very nice. This head is very cool. There is an upgrade kit for a different head, but I think this looks great. Then he has swiveling smokestacks. I don't really know why, but they're there. They are there. And then he has a swivel at the shoulder, and up and down, and a swivel at the bicep. He has a elbow bend, which I'm surprised doesn't go further. Like, it doesn't need to, I guess, but I really thought it would. There's a lot of figures nowadays have either double jointed elbows or elbows that kind of just go, like, further, but it's not that bad, especially since it goes so far back. But oh yeah, it also goes back because of transformation, so a lot of elbow articulation, which is cool, I guess. He has a wrist swivel and fingers, but it's one of those where it's these three fingers are connected, and then the pointer finger isn't. But that's cool. You can get him pointing. So, a classic Optimus pose. Everything's the same on the other arm. Swivel, bend, wrist, swivel, fingers. And then he has a waist swivel, which is pretty tight, but that's nice. It feels solid, like a heavy waist joint. And then he has, I guess, hip skirts. He has them on both sides, so his leg can go back that far, forward that far. Very nice. It doesn't get hindered either way. And then you can kick out that far. So, very nice leg articulation. And then, of course, a thigh swivel. And then a knee bend, which goes very far. However, there is some paint splattering right there. If you can see that. Some red paint splatter on the white of his leg, which is kind of weird. And there is actually more paint splatter somewhere else that I'm going to show you in just a second. Then, of course, he has the ankle pivot, which is very far. I don't really know why Hasbro keeps making the ankle pivots so far. I guess I shouldn't complain. They could just not have them, but it's always funny to me because that's so much. Hold on. Can you actually get that pose? Wow. That's crazy. Okay. So yeah, he could do that pose. And he also do basically any other pose you want because he has so much articulation. It is just so nice. And I'm going to continue saying it. He also has, I think, butterfly. Yeah, he has butterfly joints as well, which these aren't even part of the transformation. His arms can just go like that. The left one can, I guess. That one's not going. But I'm not going to push it anymore, but I'm pretty sure this one can go too. That's part of transformation. This way isn't. So that's cool. That they just added stuff. Like, it's so posable. It looks great. Like, there's no problems, really, that I have with it. Except this one thing that is just on my copy. Hopefully not others. But if you open the chest, because, of course, he has them. Okay, it fell out. He has the Matrix. But it's splattered. If I can, oh, okay. Yeah, they messed up the paint on it, which is kind of disappointing. In all honesty, that's just upsetting to me, especially since it can't go in the other way because the way that there's that peg in there and then the peg hole, so it's supposed to go this way. So you're literally just greeted with a paint splattered Matrix. It's really upsetting to me, but I'm not going to mess with it, like, at all, so it's just sealed away forever. So that is upsetting, but that's just a me thing, hopefully not other people. But overall, for, like, the main figure, not like, oh, well, this joint is loose or this thing is messed up. It's a great figure. It's not even great, it's perfect, in my opinion. So, of course, he also has some other accessories. He has the blaster, not the character, that you just put into his hand, like that. And then just close his fingers around. And there it is. Looks great. And then, of course, he has the axe, which you basically just re-transform his arm. Just fold in his hand and then plug on the axe. Like so. Looks great. Love this clear rubbery plastic. Usually I don't like rubbery plastic, but this is more solid. And it's not bent in any way, so it's all good with me. But yeah, he looks great. He has a presence. He's solid. Like, he feels great, looks great, has amazing posability. It's perfect. Like, I've said that multiple times now, and you're probably getting tired of it, so sorry about that if you've made it this far. But I believe, really, that this might be the best transforming Optimus Prime figure, because it's not, I mean, it kind of is expensive, especially now, after it keeps getting, like, resold and, aftermarket and stuff. But it wasn't super expensive, like a Masterpiece figure would be, and it's, pretty mainline. So it's kind of the perfect mainline Optimus, in my opinion. I guess Earthrise could be better because that's a little bit cheaper, but that doesn't look good to me. That's a hot take, I know. Earthrise Optimus was loved by everyone, but I just don't really like it that much. So, overall, like I've said before, and I'm going to keep saying, this has been my review of the perfect Optimus Prime figure. This is Studio Series 86 Commander Class Optimus Prime. If you have the chance to get it, definitely get it. If it's too expensive for you, then sorry. But it's a great figure. Definitely look out for it, get it. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, then subscribe. If you had questions or comments or whatever, comment down below. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.